All praises and glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All praises and glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the energy of Mass who rule well. Salutation to you, brothers. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is Brother Boaz on this once again. He that touches you, he that touches you, touches the apple of his eye. Okay, whose eye? Yahweh Shai. The so-called white man messed up, okay? He didn't think things through on this one, okay? And now you see the beginning of his destruction, okay? The so-called white man is entering his domain, his final end is soon, okay? He didn't think things through. He touched the apple of Yahweh Shai's eye when he put us in this slavery. He messed up, okay? So that's what this is about, okay? This man, excuse my language, my French, but he fucked up on this one, okay? He didn't think things through, the so-called white man. That's why he's catching hell to this day, okay? Trying to make America great again. America's about to be destroyed, okay? Soon enough, okay, you have to seek Yahweh Shai while you still can, or now, okay, why the doors of mercy are still cracked open, okay, before they be still shut, okay. Seek Yahweh Shai now, before it's too late. Our job is just to tell you, if you don't listen, that's on you, that's your soul. The book of Zechariah, chapter 2, verse 8. For thus said Yahweh of hosts, after the glory he that sent me unto the nations will spoil you. He that touches you touches the apple of his eye. Okay, so you fucked up on this one. The so-called white man, okay, all this last higher first fire, all this innocent blood that he shed, okay, it's all got to be repaid, okay, and Yahweh Shai is just the man to do it, okay, it's all got to be repaid. Turn to the book of Yoel. The book of Yoel, we'll start out the NET version, then we'll read the KJV. First with the NET version. I will avenge their blood, which I have not previously acquitted. It is Yahweh, okay? Verse 21. For I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed, for it's Yahweh that dwells in Zion. So the so-called white man is on his last legs, okay? He's definitely the one to be destroyed, okay? The son of perdition, okay? White man days are over, okay? His best days are over. Seek Yahweh while you still can. I'm going to say it again, because when they pull these videos, you're going to wish I said it again. When they finally pull this internet from you, okay, you're going to wish somebody kept repeating the same thing over and over. But it'd be too late in that day for you. The book of John, turn to the book of John, chapter 17. John chapter 17, verse 12. While I was with him in the world, I kept them in the name. Okay, there goes that name again. And that name is the most important component of the whole doctrine, okay? If anyone's saying the name, it's not important, flee, okay? Turn, rear march them, okay? And hit a left on them, because that name, the whole doctrine is postured behind the name, okay? And the names was GMS once again. They're the only ones that broke down the whole scriptures, okay, to 100% T. Okay, they got it. They just do. Okay, they got those top brothers, okay, they taught the other men until the doctrine spread, okay, they got it. They cracked the riddle, okay? That's what this is about. That's why the so-called white man's coming down with great wrath right now. The book of John, chapter 17, verse 12. For what with them in the name, those that thou hast givest me I kept, and none of them is lost, but the son of perdition. Who's the son of perdition? Is sort of worry about it. Just put off the turn to the book of Revelations. Verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the habitants of the earth and to the sea, for the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knows that he has but a short time. Okay, the so-called white man's time. Okay, the so-called white man's destined for destruction. Okay, that's what this is all about. You can see the so-called white man, he's coming to his end. You see it now, okay? It's not far-fetched, okay, especially the way this little bit of America they got left, okay, which you call a kingdom. Turn to the book of Isaiah. The book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 1. The burden of Babylon, which the son of Amos banners upon the high mountain. Let the so-called white man know you fucked up on this one, though. Okay, you didn't think things through. Okay, you touched our foreparents. Okay, you're gonna catch. You're gonna be utterly destroyed for that. Okay, just know the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 2. Exalt, lift up the high banner to the high mountains, exalt the voice unto the shake of the hands. They may get to the gates of the nobles, okay, the so-called Illuminati, the international bankers. Commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones from my anger, even to them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of the multitudes in the mountains is like a great people of tumultuous noise of the kingdoms and nations gathered together. Gathered together, Yahweh of hosts musters the battle. So this battle is not of Yahweh Shai, okay? This battle is this so-called white man's not. He think he's controlling it. The so-called Yahweh's controlling him, okay? That's what this is. That's a checkmate thing, okay? They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even Yahweh's the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land, okay? What's that talking about? You betcha, you got it, okay? Price is right, you got it. Thermonuclear weapons, okay? The missiles to do what? To make this man desolate, okay? To destroy the so-called white man's little bit of kingdom that he got left, okay? How ye, for the day of Yahweh is at hand, it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore all hands are faint, and even the man's heart shall melt, okay? Melt with fear when you see him, okay? Boom, you're loud. Boom, okay? Your ear's gonna bleed in that day, okay? You're gonna instant panic sets in. You're going to be instantly crying in that day, okay? A day of cruel wrath and fierce anger. Verse 8, and they shall be afraid, pains and sorrow shall take hold of them, and they shall be in pain as a woman that travails. They shall be amazed at one another, their faces shall be as flames. Verse 9, behold, the day of Yahweh cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate and to destroy the sinner out of it, okay? To do what? What's that about, okay? What's that about, okay? To do what? To destroy and to nuke the so-called white man out of it, okay? To destroy the so-called white man already. Let's read it in the NET. Verse 9, look, Yahweh day of judgment is coming. It is a day of cruelty and savage rage of anger, destroying the earth and annihilating its sinners, okay? Destroying the so-called white man with the other nation sinners, which you call America, okay? That day is a great, that day is of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. That day is of Yahweh. Yahweh will raise up against Babylon, and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind. What's a destroying wind? Again, you hit it, okay? Thermonuclear weapons making this man desolate, okay? Destroying the so-called white man, making him destroyed, okay? His day is coming. A snare is out for the so-called white man. A gin is out for the so-called white man. His day is coming. He's not going to get away with his spoils. The so-called white man going to spoil the nations. You think Yahweh is going to let him just walk away? No, he won't. And you at the beginning of seeing the sorrows of the so-called white man. Pains take hold of him. Okay, one moment. The book of Job, chapter verse 5. Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and he that sparks his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. The steps of him shall, the step of his strength shall straighten, and his own counsel shall cast him down. His own people casting him down. And he that casts, for he is cast into a net of his own feet. Let's read it again. For he is casted a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare, okay? So a snare is for the so-called white man. So they messed up on this one, okay? They didn't think things through, okay? His destruction is nigh. So hopefully you're edified. Shalom.